Alright YouTube, thanks for joining me again on this lightly forested plains battlefield on Total War Rome 2. And on tonight's menu it's a 2v2 battle, and I will be going as the Averni, or the Gaul as they used to be known. My ally will be going as Rome, which is a weird combination since they were at each other's throats for many years. And our opponents tonight are Baktria and the Selucids. So let's check out the unit lineups today. Starting off with mine. At the front of my little army, I have two Celtic slingers with their nice shields. Behind them, I have chosen spearmen. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 units of chosen spearmen. They're quite powerful. Behind them, I have some Celtic youths. So they're more ranged units. They throw javelins into the enemies. So I've got one unit of them. I have, by the looks of it, 1 unit of them, because I also have got on the other side some Celtic skirmishers. It's a little bit more heavier based ranged units. And then behind them I have some Gallic hunters. So I've got 1, 2, and 3, 4 Gallic or Gaelic hunters that are basically archers. At the rear I have some chosen swordsmen. So I've got a unit of chosen swordsmen right here, and they're really well decorated. Something that the Averni were known for is their craftsmanship in their armor and things like that. It was a major part of their economy back in those days. There you go, little fact. I've also got 2 chosen swordsmen, and I have some naked warriors with their shields covering up and some undies, so they're not quite naked, but that's a good thing. Some naked warriors and some oathsworn. So they're even more decorated. Look at them beautiful little ornaments on top of their heads. The Gaul boar. Some feathers. Some of them have some birds. I don't know if they're ravens or something. I think some of them have got fish as well. There you go. Very nice. And at the very rear I have some spear nobles, so more heavier spearmen at the back. Interesting spears, some of them a bit wobbly, and they've also got the nice little figurines on top of their helmets. And my noble horse, the General Cav. So immediately, one of the things you may have noticed that I've done wrong here, sorry, I just had to burp, wrong here, or maybe it was the right thing, was I didn't have any cavalry other than my noble horse. So we'll see how that pans out. Now let's check out my allies, the Romans. So on his left, which is our right at the moment, at the rear he has some legionnaires, or legionaries, is that how you say it? Yeah, legionaries. So they're nicely decorated as well. He's got 1, 2 units of legionaries on his left. At the front of his main body of the army is some auxiliary Syrian archers. So he's got 3 units of them at the front. Going in his in the middle of his army is some auxiliary infantry. So they're spearmen, which is good, which would be good for this battle. We need some spearmen if they've got a lot of horses. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 auxiliary spearmen, nicely ranked as well. And his rear, we'll start from his left. At the rear, he has some more legionaries. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 legionaries in that line, plus a further legionary out here. So all in all, he's got 9 legion. Is that right? Did I say 7 there? 8, 9, 10 legionaries. So he's got a lot of heavier type of swordsmen, which we'll see how that works. And he also has some Legitus General Cavalry. And hiding in the trees here, I nearly missed him. He's got 2 cavalry units. He's got Legionary Cavalry and Legionary Cavalry. So 2 of them. Alright, so that's our setup. Now let's check out our opponent, we'll start off with the Selucids. So lining up at the front is Silver Shield Pikemen. They're not in phalanx formation, they've only got their swords out. He's got 2 units of them here. Thorax Pikemen and another Thorax Pikeman. That's 2, 3, 4 Thorax Pikemen there. Behind them he has some shield bearers. They look nice too, don't they? And he's got Eastern Spearmen, more lighter type of spear infantry. 2 of those units and another unit of shield bearers here. At his rear he has some scythe chariots, so we'll have to make sure we don't run too much into our infantry. He has some camel archers as well. That'll cause a bit of trouble. He's got 2 units of them, plus he has some Median cavalry. He's got 2 units of those as well. So he's got quite a bit of cavalry there, whereas I've got none at all. And my allies got a little bit, but not enough to compensate for the lack of cavalry on my side. And his ally are Baktria. So I think hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, Baktria. Otherwise I'm slaughtering all the names of all the units and all the different factions here. It's ridiculous. So at his front he has some Eastern Slingers. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Eastern Slingers. And behind him in the phalanx formation he has pikemen. So he has 1 pikeman, 2 pikemen, 3 pikemen, 4 pikemen, 5 pikemen, 6 pikemen, 7 pikemen. I won't do that anymore. So he's got 7 pikemen. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge for us. I'm guessing he'll play very defensively and try and sucker us in a bit. On his right, which is our left at the moment, he has some thorax swords. So 1, 2, 3, 4 thorax swords. So he's quite well prepared to take us on from the signs here, I'm guessing, if we try to take him on in the middle, or even to repel us back if we try to take him from the side. Yeah, so enough of that. Let's get on with the battle. I'll put it into normal speed, and I'm going to put it into K, so then we can have a more cinematic view of the battle. So at the moment we're a bit of a standstill, no one's moving. I think this is the part where we're having the conversation, why the hell didn't I have cavalry? And I basically made a promise that I'll make it up to him by manoeuvring a little bit better. So we'll see how that pairs out. I'm sure this is the battle that happened. So my ally, he seems to be moving his entire army further out to the right. Lining up, I think he's just trying to get it more. Oh, look at this, what's happening here. Some hidden units. Some cavalry. Yes, this is where I was completely oblivious to this happening. He has a lot of units going through. What are they? Let's see if we can see them. Some horse archers. He's got 4 units of horse archers. The Baktria. Sneaky buggers. And look at that. I think he noticed there was a massive wedge between us, and let's see what he does. And I'm completely oblivious to it. I'm marching forward, and then here I've noticed that they're there. So spinning something around. Excellent. Oh, look at that death. Good work, Oathsworn. So I should just repel him out a bit. Archers are doing their thing, taking out a few. Excellent. Right. And the Selucids have very aggressively moved forward with their cavalry as well. I think they're trying to really pound the shit out of me at the moment. They're not going after my ally. Allies seems to be pretty safe at the moment. He's doing his thing. I'm still moving forward a bit. Oh, look at that. My skirmishers didn't do any damage to that cavalry. Nothing to them. Cavalry's sitting behind. Here we go. Now I'm starting to try and get some sort of a line happening.
For the gods!
Come on, range units. Shifting around a bit. My allies, I don't know what he's doing about it. Not too much by the looks of it. I think he's going to try and form some sort of defense line there with his range units. Here we go. This is what I've done. Let's see what I've done here. I've put my chosen spearmen lining up here. Not very well dressed, but that's okay. By that I mean like organised. I was still very cautious about what was happening here because it seems like they didn't capitalise on my panicking disorganisation at the moment. They probably should have started moving in a bit, and that would have put more pressure on me, but they're standing still for the moment. It's still both our opponent's cavalry is giving us both hell by the looks of it now. And I've sent in my Gaulic hunters. So let's go back into a cinematic view. I think I sent the whole lot in, which is good. He's got his camel archers there. And arrows right into the back, taking him out. Brilliant, look at that. Oh, I get another volley off quickly. Not reloading fast enough. Oh, that's great. Really cutting their numbers down. See, is there anything else that we should be worried about? Oh yeah, he's moving his ranged cavalry into the forest area here. Spear infantry, just putting their shields up. I'm trying to form some sort of a line here so they can't try and charge my ranged units. That's what I think I'm doing. I think that sounds good. His infantry has engaged with the cavalry by the looks of it. Basically, and also the chariots. Chariots have been taken out. That's good. That's good news. Taking out those guys a little bit earlier on. I mean, it was only one unit of them, but they can still cause a lot of damage. So his cavalry units are still causing some havoc over here. What are they? They're some horse archers. But luckily, I've got range units and spear units, infantry units, anyways. Nicely spread out, so wherever he goes he's going to cop a spear or an arrow here and there. So take him out, and he's drawing his cavalry back. Same here, cavalry's being drawn back. Oh, and his chariots look like they're about to break and run for the hills. And the Selucids are marching in. Their phalanx, not in phalanx formation just yet, but they're getting ready. So, at the moment I thought better get some composure about things and set up a little bit better and try and counter whatever it is they're going to throw at us next. So I've got my spears going in a little bit of a formation of some sort there. Archers behind. I think I've still got to do a little bit more. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was trying to observe what was happening here. My Roman allies have done the same. Formed a bit of a formation. Range units here. It's probably a good idea. Since the bulk of them look to be here, they might try and march in. If they're silly enough, legionaries. He's got a well. I'm trying to think of the word. Well, it looks good. It looks like he's got them well organised, and he's manoeuvring them a little bit too. Baktria is moving in with their archers, their pikemen, their swordsmen coming in, the cavalry sitting back. So that's probably a good thing. Nobody's really going to annoy us at this stage. So the battle's about to really take off now, I suppose. We've had the skirmish, and now it's time for the infantry to line up. That's what they're doing. So we've left a few infantry out here. We'll see how that goes. Let's have a look at the tactical map if we can. No, we cannot. That's alright. Yeah, the archers are firing into my allies' archers, and I've got mine doing the same to his. So, and they're taking some good losses. So. Some heavy losses at your gun. Fantastic. That's great. Taking out those slingers, eastern slingers. That'd be great for us. Their cavalry archers are coming in through the forest again. My general better hightail it over, otherwise he'll be completely exposed. We'll see how we counter this. Yep, I see them coming in. I move a spear infantry forward with 2 lots. Did you like them? And that's where they will stay. They will not come any further. Just like a range some Celtic slinger is out there. Archers are firing into the forests, so giving them a little bit of a volley, and our ally, he's hiding some legionary cavalry in the forest here, which is nice, and I also saw some other infantry units moving into the forest as well. So he's got an alright thing happening here. He's trying to surround them so he can flank around these pike infantry. That's very smart at the moment. Got some swordsmen on the run, or some scythe chariots. Alright, here we are. So they've set up as well in a formation. They're going into a square by the looks of it now. Yeah, here they're going to go more defensively. So it's setting up in a square formation. The cavalry archers are there. Where's his general? The Bactrian general. Can't see him. Must have taken him out a bit earlier on. There we go, I probably missed it. So, my allies are now moving in a little bit closer. They've gone into attacking Testudo. It's ineffective because it's still going to go on the stairs, it's still going to go on the side to face forward, so get a better block. And my archers are starting to fire into their ranged units. Ranged units lined up in there too. So there we go. So very defensive. Shield bearers standing out here. Probably should have kept them in there, just sort of filling the holes with it. Like can't maneuver too. Oh, there's a general. So there's this. It's a shield bearer infantry, but Bactrian general is nowhere to be found. The Median cavalry is doing a bit of a charge out. Retreat. Oh, look at all that. Death happening. Oh, just it's the right time we caught that. And that'll be the end of the Median cavalry. Our spearmen. Yeah, chosen spearmen and hunters, they'll easily take them out. So a fair bit of infantry here. Archers, spearmen, very aware that they are here, that the cavalry archers are there. So, there, these infantry there lining up, which is good because these archers, well, they're not shooting it, but they could absorb some of the arrows. The archers are firing into this corner, which is nice. So it's taking out units from two other units. 3 units of these archers in there. Pikemen. So that's good, that's what we want. Jeez, there's a lot of pikemen. Let's see how we address this situation. And I think for the lack of ranged units, my ally has moved. Oh no, I thought that was his swordsman. That's his auxiliary, so he's just standing still there, and his archers are now going into another corner of pikemen. Looks like his swordsmen are manoeuvring a bit. I think this might be to get them to throw their, what are they called, pummels or pillars or whatever they call it, or the little javelins anyways that the Roman infantry carry before they charge in and throw it into the enemy. He's got them there, so that way it's extra. So we'll see anyways, what's going to be. Yes, that's what I thought. Try and do a bit of damage. Who did he hit? Looks like he went over these units and went straight for the thorax sword in the back. Probably would have been more useful in taking out a few more pikemen. That's alright. Maybe going for the corner and damaging more. But so far it's looking pretty good. Now, the legionaries in there, and there we go. Throw, you dogs, throw! So look at that. They're really cutting them down now. So that one's down to 49. Jeez, the archers have done well, and then they're moving on to taking out infantry from that area too. It's down far enough. Oh, look, there he is. The Bactrian general. Taking out some slingers. That's no good. What have we got to the spine? Nothing, we can't respond. Archers are a bit slow. So, we'll continue watching what happens here. And one of their pikemen, that's it, they're in retreat. I think he made a little charge forward to try and do a bit of damage before they do go in retreat. And he's winning his... Oh, well, I've completely missed this. There's some swordsmen in there. No, he's going to spin them around. Maybe? No? Right. The swordsmen are now taking on the pikemen. Fantastic. And I've got my... Oh, they must be out of ammo, so I'm just charging them in. Alright, they got into that little corner over there, so taking the pikes out of their formation. Now he's doing the same with his thorax swordsman. We need to throw some javelins over the top. Our range units have still got enough ammo, that's surprising. It's a very good thing. So yeah, my ally is doing well in committing the bulk of his soldiers into cutting down this infantry. It looks like we've pretty much got this won. Oh, well, look at it. Look at the balance of power is saying we've won this battle pretty much. It's not over yet. They can still turn around. Oh, and there come the cavalry. So very well done. Now he's moving out of the forest. And he's chasing their horse archers. So they should be quite low on ammo by now. They've been going at it all game. And here we are, moving my infantry forward. It's time for them to get a piece of the action. They're fresh, they're eager. Some of them are very young, so this will be their first taste of battle. Some of them need clothes, so when they slay the enemy, they can take their clothes. These Bactrians have got a lot of big bumper going on there. Buffed up. Retreat with this 30, doing 9. So we should just charge forward into the Romans. Really doing a good job. There, but now my infantry coming in. Here we are, the chosen swordsman. That's alright. We've managed to break their line and then got them out of form. Oh, they've got the thorax swords there. Alright, so there's not much quite there. So, yeah, there's a big one. Still in that phalanx formation. Chosen swordsman hasn't taken any losses yet. There's a battle going on here, and his cavalry is getting taken out. Swinging around, mate. Charging into the infantry. Oh, look at that, it's a big wave. wave of Roman death. Rise from the dead, rise! It's something I look forward to in Warhammer's can you raise other dead opponents, or is it just simply they just come out from the ground? Taking out the rest of the Roman cavalry, which is a big shame. Big shame, because he's got 2 wings there basically. Knocked both infantry units about fairly well, and he's taken out the remaining of the Roman cavalry there. But he's not winning the infantry battle. It's happening over here. Chosen swordsmen are doing very well against these 2 thorax swordsmen, considering there's 2 units. They're still at 95, so almost on par with one. I thought one of these in the 90s. Syrians look like they're out of ammo, so they're going in to help out the infantry charge. Close look at what's going on here. Auxiliary taking inside. Who's that? That's my chosen swordsman throwing their spears in. What are they going after? It's reorganising themselves. So no one's challenging them at the moment. Battle still rages on here. And I moved infantry around there. Oh yeah, I've put them in that that tactic that helps them counter cavalry, which is good. Go a little bit stronger. Yeah, Romans. They're down to 1 unit. Cavalry's coming in. Tidal wave of cavalry taking out the Roman infantry. Down to 49 units. This little battle over here is probably lost. Still not too much activity happening here on this area. They're just throwing their spears in there, which is good. Probably cut them down. No good sacrificing lives unnecessarily. Yes, no. Maybe not. Alright, let's have a look over here. The Selucid generals in the fight now. My chosen swordsmen are taking him on, as well as some Romans. Not going so well. The Romans here, but they're doing a very good job of battering them down. They've sacrificed the most so far. It's my army, it's still pretty fresh.
Let's warriors move out! Don't get running!
Chosen swordsman. It's the thorax swords. Pretty strong. One's between these two. One of those fights where they just forget about each other. Take other opponents. It's happening. Oh, they're back at it. They remember each other. No. Too strong for either of them to die. This is a big game now. No, that's look the same. And he's dead, so that was him. He died. He harassed him fairly well, so avenge him. Avenge him. Alright, so let's have a look at this. So what is it looking like? Yeah, infantry's really surrounded. And the Romans seem to have picked up. They're doing nothing. I think he's concentrating on other things. He's got infantry out here. Moving his general cap in the pike man. Get the other fort. Oh, yeah, just got them. Before those pikes went down, so still no good. Shouldn't do that, especially with the general cap. But then again, they only took 1 loss, 2 losses, 3 losses, 4 losses. 5 losses. It's amazing. So weight losses starting to up. Roman infantry's in there. She's good. Some legionary. The Selucid general is raining fear to my naked swordsmen. My naked warriors. Being no match. Men in cloth. And these horsemen have come in and finally sitting charging the cavalry archers, but this is probably a little bit speed trying to like enough to close them off. Lots of different symmetry. Shield wall formation. This has been a very entertaining battle so far. I think it's one of the better battles I've fought in so far because
Riders, advance!
although I'm a little bit sick of people just getting pikes and just sitting back and using the defensive formation. It's, I find the most fun ones are the ones where you're up against somebody that doesn't have pikes. And you don't have pikes yourself, because then the manoeuvering's a little bit more technical, I suppose. But then again, I'm guilty of always using pikes as well. This is one of the few battles where I don't have any pikemen. It's just easy to get a good defensive formation if the attack isn't working. I suppose it's fun too. It's fun, but it just gets a little bit annoying when every single battle is like this, and it's coming down to who's got the strongest pike wall formation happening. You know, I suppose that's how battles were fought back then. Nobody wanted to die, so my General Cav has gotten sick of it. He's moved into. There we go. Take out the pike in 79. Stand around. He's going into that tree, and oh, that's good. Great stuff, General.
As you say!
What infantry's looking like? Almost finishes battle off. Only a few Selucid infantry left. It can be swept up quite easily, I think, by what's out there. Don't need to send anyone else to die. These pikes. And behind us, in front of us. This General Cav is there. He's got a small contingent of infantry to take him down.
Hold the men in check!
Wonderful. Oh, he's taken that out. Only seconds remaining. Yes, but I hope you found this battle to be as entertaining as I did. It is fun, even though I did make some criticism about people always using pikes. It is fun to go against them. It'd just be interesting if more people would use less pikes in their setup, so we can see more interesting manoeuvres. I'm only new to this game again. I was playing it quite a bit a few years ago, but then I fell out of it. But yeah, thanks for watching this, guys. I'll show you the stats at the end of it, at the end of the battle because that was a request that was made, and here we are. So these are the stats. We obviously deployed more than them, slightly more, significantly more by the looks of it. I had 1,860, took on 815 losses, killed 1,762, so that's great. My ally deployed 2,100, lost a majority of his forces, which is, I suppose that was to do with him charging almost blindly into the pike wall formations. But killed 1,110. Our opponents deployed, the Bactrians deployed 1,980, took on 1,640 losses and 1,381 kills, and almost 1,500 deployed for the Selucids. They lost almost 1,300 and they killed 1,128. So there we go, guys. That's the end of another battle. I'll have another episode coming to you soon. Hopefully it's a little bit more interesting. But if you enjoyed this, please let me know. If you didn't, let me know how I can fix this. Oh, not fix this, but to improve. And please hit the like button and subscribe maybe. But otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. And until next time, see you later.